Okay, hello everybody. I am Tomeo Takeo. We are gonna be playing Mass Effect today. This is one of my favorite games ever, and hopefully this will be an entertaining playthrough. Generally, when I play Mass Effect, I play Paragon. I have to be nice in these kinds of games. It feels bad to be mean to all these NPCs, which is why I never really play the evil playthroughs. I know that for Mass Effect, Renegade is more kind of like loose cannon Maverick. Uh, you're calling your own shots kind of character as opposed to I am kicking puppies. The options that you get in like Knights of the Old Republic. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how much this bothers me playing just a complete jerk character. Um, because again, I always end up playing through the Paragon path on this, being nice, being polite, being a stand-up citizen and soldier and Spectre. So I obviously ended up making my own thumbnail today. All the past thumbnails for Hightail have been screenshots of the opening screen, the world select and option select. Today I wanted to do something a little different, and it's awful, but I also don't care. There is this face that Shepard makes in a couple of scenes early on in the game where uh, both male and female, it's just such a weird, pinched, angry looking face. It kind of feels like they are trying to keep a serious face after just smelling the most awful fart imaginable. So I did try to capture that a little bit in my thumbnail artwork. Um, it's not fantastic, but I will probably also add on to this as we continue. SAP stands for Shepard Approval Points. I think this is one of the few games that BioWare put out that didn't have like distinct, uh, like so and so approves kind of messages popping up a lot. Um, I don't actually remember it ever coming up in Mass Effect the way that it would in like Dragon Age or Knights of the Old Republic. So, but it is kind of the meme, especially Dragon Age, which I will probably also try playing on stream. Dragon Age is not my favorite BioWare game. Mass Effect and Knights of the Old Republic were definitely more my kind of games. But I do enjoy Dragon Age. I do enjoy a lot of the world building that they do in that game. I'm just absolutely terrible at CRPGs, which Dragon Age basically is. Trying to play old school Baldur's Gate, I absolutely suck at it. So if I end up playing it, just be prepared that it will not be a great run. There will probably be much cursing as I totally screw things up. But I think that's kind of, enough setup for this. I did want to kind of like peel back the curtain here just a little bit. This is obviously my fourth stream. I'm really enjoying this quite a lot. I don't have like a huge audience or anything. I have a couple people that have popped in, but this is something that it's definitely clicking for me. So this is something that I want to continue doing. Something that I want to keep these old streams on my channel for to kind of be like a full record of my path from beginning this, and learning and trying to improve each time, to getting to where I want to be. I want this to be something that I am doing long term. I'm not really looking at this as making, huge amounts of money or anything like that, because I know, most streamers aren't going to be doing that. But this is something that has been a lot of fun for me so far, even just now, and I want to keep doing that. I want to keep working on that. And even beyond that, I've mentioned this before, I think maybe in the second or third stream, I do look at streamers and the spaces that streamers occupy as kind of a third space. It's one of those things for people nowadays where they can go, they can hang out. They're not really expected to spend a lot of money. They can talk with other people, they can meet other people and be entertained. And it really, I've seen the kind of community that can build up around something like that is just absolutely fascinating and amazing. For someone like me with my educational background, that kind of community building in these sorts of spaces is absolutely fascinating and also just super nice. So I want this to be a record of my progress. I really do want to keep drawing my thumbnails. Terrible as they are right now, you got to kind of start somewhere. And this gives me a lot of motivation to keep working on stuff like that. So hopefully I can build up a little space that is, a comfort to people after they've had a long day, whether they're catching me live or catching a VOD at some point. And they find a place that makes them feel safe in a world that can be kind of crazy, kind of hectic. And it's something that I am learning as cliche as it is, no matter how hopeless, how dark something seems, uh, there is always the possibility of things getting better. I've never really had anything that felt like, a lifelong dream, something I really aspired to. And just this little dipping into streaming has given me that. So I want to keep going with this. I want to see where I can get. I know where I want to get. We'll see, how long it takes to get there. And we'll see who's kind of along for the ride. With that, that's enough yammering from me. I am gonna dive into this, create my character, and jump into being just an absolute jerk every step of the way. So let's see if I can do this little, not that I have real scene transitions, but there we go. It does a fun little thing every time I alt tab out of this game, so give me just a second. Hopefully the audio isn't too crazy. I have a lot of the game audio piping through my headset, which is kind of skewing how it maybe sounds on stream. So if anyone pops in and the game audio is super loud, please let me know. I will turn that down.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Now, the music in this whole section is so ominous. Like, if I logged into the IRS website and it was playing this music as I was trying to do whatever I was trying to do, I would feel like I was going to jail. I don't know why it's so ominous. And there is that kind of like ominous overtone throughout the game. It's something that you get in Knights of the Old Republic 2 if you listen to the music. There's a lot of music in that game, which was scored by Jeremy Soule, I believe. That's very peaceful, but then also kind of has a little bit of an ominous undertone to it at points, it's interesting. It's an interesting musical choice. We are going to make our own custom Shepard. I'm not going to play as this guy, so sorry if you were hoping for that.
Please log in to access your profile.
So, as I said before, I feel like Narcissa Shepard works for a Jerkbag character. Not that the first name really matters all that much, honestly. Everyone just calls you Shepard for obvious reasons.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, the choices here do give you some starting Paragon or Renegade points, and we want to try to max out our Renegade points as much as possible. If I remember correctly, Earthborn gives you Renegade points. It's either this screen or the following screen or both, but I think Earthborn gives you Renegade points starting off. I want to say Colonist gives you like equal points, smaller amounts to both, and Spacer gives you Paragon. So usually, like in the dialogue, you get the Paragon choice up top, the Renegade choice on the bottom, and then the neutral choice in the middle. So, we're going to go Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. You know, being stuck in gangs and criminals kind of sounds like renegade stuff, so I think it's probably going to give us the Renegade point starting off.
Confirm psychological profile.
And this one, I feel like it might be a little bit different. I think Soul Survivor is kind of the neutral option there. War Hero, definitely Paragon oriented at least. You know, you saved a bunch of people during a really tough and almost, you know, insurmountable situation. But Ruthless is, I think, the one that gives you the Renegade points. So throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you, but when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first.
Confirm military specialization.
Like A-Team, maybe? Or did they go to the A-Team after, like when they had no other options? I did not watch the A-Team, so unfortunately that was a little bit before my time. Now, as far as classes go, when I first played this game, I played as an infiltrator, primarily because of the sniper rifle. I love sniper rifles in games. I love weapons that reward patience and accuracy. And the sniper rifle in this game feels really good, except for all of the motion sway, which is just kind of part of the mechanic of it. So we're not going to do Infiltrator. I have done a playthrough as that. I have not played as a Vanguard or a Sentinel or the base 2 Tech and Biotics classes. Now, I would like to have a pistol. So Adept, it could be something that we do. I think actually I want to go with Vanguard because I can end up getting, you know, the medium armor. As it says there, Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They use pistols and shotguns and can specialize in medium armor. I really do enjoy shotguns in first-person shooters. I don't know of anyone that doesn't enjoy shotguns in first-person shooters, but they're very fun and visceral. I don't think I've ever actually like used the shotgun in Mass Effect for whatever reason. I think when I played Infiltrator, obviously I was using pistol and sniper rifle. And then I believe I have done a soldier playthrough. Not really a huge fan of the assault rifle. I don't know, it doesn't really do it for me. So let's go ahead and go into Vanguard.
Confirm facial identification.
We're gonna change up how this looks a little. I also feel like I might need to fiddle with some of the graphic settings because even the PS3 version of this looks a little better. Like, that hair looks weird. But, alright. We're gonna change some of these options. Now, I don't think we can really get, like, resting bitch face on this character, unfortunately. But we'll see what we might be able to do here. Hairstyle. I'm actually gonna go dark-haired. So, look around. Doesn't really give us a whole lot. I want to say in the second one, when you turned it to the side like that. Okay, come on, center. And now I can't get it back to the center. So, it's a little rough. I want to say in the second one, which I have played, you could get like an actual full profile view. Because sometimes this little like slight profile view sort of hides things. There's a lot of faces that get like duck lips going on, very like pouty lips, which is very strange in some of the cutscenes. So I don't know. I think we'll go for what I had sort of drawn in the thumbnail, which was... There's that ponytail. We'll go with that. Wow, this is a million times easier on a controller to control where they're looking. Brow. Man alive. Those textures look like so muted. I'm gonna go back and fiddle with the graphic settings just a little bit. Let's see.
Confirm, priest, please log in to access your profile.
All the confirm. So, graphics. I'm in. I think I need to restart this. Okay, so, let me back out. We'll start the game back up. Because I knew that I had messed with some of that. Hopefully OBS will capture it again just fine. You get the full intro to the game experience. My headset audio was turned way up, and this was so loud when I started the game up. I have another reason I need to get like a standalone mic and then kind of a more normal headset. Alright, let's see if this looks a little better.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database.
Yay, Scott.
Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed. Please log in to access your profile. Warning, data corruption detected.
Not that this is like an amazing user interface, but I do kind of like
Please
this
reconstruct
setup.
profile.
I want to say in Legendary Edition they updated this to look
Confirm pre-service
fancier.
history.
Okay, so once again, we'll do Earthborn.
Confirm psychological profile.
Ruthless.
Confirm military specialization.
We're gonna go Vanguard.
Confirm facial identification.
Yeah, those textures look a lot better. There we go. Doesn't look like mud now. I mean, some of the textures are still a little rough, but that's because it's a game from 2007, so Alright. I think we've got... Where was it? Come on. There we go. I do kind of like the bun back there. But we'll do the ponytail. It'll probably look a little weird. This is so touchy. There we go. Alright, eyebrows. Are there any that look... I mean, I like that kind of like quirked eyebrow. I feel like that kind of works. That one just looks very worried. That one actually looks pretty good. Feels like some of these eyebrow options should be... there we go. I feel like you're still getting a little bit of the quirk, but that looks very serious. That looks very serious. Go with that. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Facial structure. So, I don't know that. Complexion really does a whole lot. Looks kind of freckled, I guess. That one looks good. Now, as far as the scar goes, I feel like we should have something that looks kind of serious. I mean, that one looks pretty good. The eye one, the chin. Come on, Shepard. There we go. It's kind of on the cheek, I guess. Another one sort of on the cheek. Oh, hard to tell where some of these things are. I think that one. Is it just that? I guess it's just that. That's not that impressive. And that's just no scars. So, I feel like the one... Yeah, I feel like that one works. I feel like that one works pretty well. We're not going to make a whole lot of changes here. What kind of iris color do we want? I feel like the eye shape works. I'm playing kind of basic white lady, I guess. Purple. Brown eyes. Let's go. Let's do green. It's like a very, like, penetrating stare. Back. What's in the head options? I feel like stuff that I probably should not mess with because it'll end up doing weird things. Makeup. Do we need makeup? I mean, that looks pretty decent. That looks pretty, like, understated, the eyeshadow. But that doesn't look bad. I feel like, yeah, kind of more understated. I mean, that's fun. Looks very goth. A little bit of gloss. That'll be it. Is there anything else that I would really want to change here? I don't think there's much, honestly. So.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. Again, did very, very basic character customization. Alright.
Identification confirmed.
We are going to play on normal combat. We are not going to do auto level up. I will go ahead and choose those myself. Target assists, I guess. I don't even know that I really need help, so... I mean, playing on mouse and keyboard shouldn't need help. I do want my party to be actively using their power skills. I generally don't have the attention span to make them use stuff, so... yeah, and subtitles. That way we can see kind of what's being said. I'll try to read anything that's not itself voiced, but in we go.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets, learned to look out for herself.
She got most of her unit killed on Torfin.
She gets the job done, no matter what the cost.
Damn right.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
Damn right.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. I can't read that fast. Effect.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
I think I need to turn on V-Sync.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector.
Definitely need to turn on
All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun.
Yeah, that looks like someone that would probably request to speak to your manager. Being a Karen makes you really
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
So, again, top option, usually the Paragon. Middle, usually the Neutral. Bottom, usually the Renegade. So we're going to default to the bottom option pretty much wherever it's given us an option to do so.
That's enough. Your soldiers act like it.
Sorry, Commander.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Great. You pissed the captain off and now I'm gonna pay for it.
Don't blame me. The Captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Yeah, Renegade +2. Alright, so this setup is definitely a little different from playing on a console. Look at our squad. So yeah, we already got some good points into Renegade. Like I said, I think the starting options do give you some points, and obviously we just got some. Now, as far as character options here, yeah, we're gonna go with Intimidate. Usually at the start here, I'm just putting in like a single point into options. I've played this game so many times, sorry spoilers, but I know I need my Intimidate to be up to 3 here pretty soon, but I can kind of spread out my points a little bit. Usually what I do is, you know, one of my dialogue options, and then a weapon, then like power or my class stuff. Which I do definitely want to get to lift as soon as possible, because lift feels super broken in this game. But let's go ahead and put it into our class. Then we can go into our journal. This is just your quest markers. I generally never look at this thing. One of the things I do look at a lot is the codex. This is one of the things I absolutely loved about this game when it first came out, when I first played it. There is just so much world building and lore put into this. Starting off, you do have your personal history, so we can see our background. I'll go ahead and read it for you. You were born on Earth, but you never knew your parents. A child of the streets, you learned to live by your wits and guts, surviving in the hidden underbelly of the megatropolises of humanity's home world. Eager to find a better life, you joined the Alliance military when you came of age. You were assigned to the campaign to rid the Skillian Verge of Batarian slavers and other criminal elements. The final battle came when Alliance forces laid siege to Torfin, a slaver base built miles below the surface of a desolate moon. The superiority of the human fleet was wasted in the assault on the underground bunker, but you led a corps of elite ground troops into the heart of the enemy base. Nearly 3/4 of your own squad perished in the vicious close-quarters fighting, a cost you were willing to pay to make sure not a single slaver made it out of Torfin alive. So yeah, Ruthless. Ruthless seems accurate there. You get your timeline, which parts of it seem a little too truncated, but can kind of give this a look. 2069 Armstrong Outpost at Shackleton Crater becomes the first human settlement on Luna. It is formally founded on July 24th, the 100th anniversary of the first lunar landing. 2103 Lowell City in Eos Chasma becomes the first human settlement on Mars. 2137, Eldfell Ashland Energy Corporation demonstrates helium-3 fuel extraction from the atmosphere of Saturn. 2142, construction of Gagarin Station, Jump Zero, begins beyond the orbit of Pluto. 2148, prospectors discover the Prothean ruins at Promethei Planum on Mars. 2149, translation of Prothean data leads humans to the Charon Mass Relay, Systems Alliance founded to coordinate exploration and colonization of extrasolar worlds. 2151, a shipping accident at Singapore International Spaceport exposes downwind communities to containers of dust-form element 0. Alliance begins construction of Arcturus Station. 2152. Roughly 30% of the children born in Singapore after Element 0 exposure suffer from cancerous growths. Systems Alliance begins settlement of Earth's first extrasolar colony world, the planet Demeter. 2154, Commander Shepard born. So, first extrasolar planet colonized, 2 years later we're born. Feels like things happen really, really fast in this, but then again, like, a lot can happen in 20 years, so. 2155, Systems Alliance occupies completed portions of Arcturus Station as a headquarters. 2156. Some children of Singapore exhibit minor telekinetic abilities. 2157. Turians encounter human explorers. First Contact War. Occupation and liberation of the human colony of Shanxi. 2158. Humans learn potential of biotics. An international effort to track element zero exposures begins. Roughly 10% of exposed children show some level of biotic ability. 2160. Systems Alliance Parliament formed. 2165. Humans establish embassy on Citadel. 2170. Batarian slavers attack the Alliance colony of Mindwar. 2176. Skillian Blitz. Pirates and slavers attacked Elysium, the human capital in the Skillian Verge. 2177. Thresher Maws devour the Alliance colony of Akuz. 2178. In retaliation for the Skillian Blitz, an Alliance fleet wipes out an army of slavers on the moon of Torfin. That's where we came in. It is currently 2183. What do we got in... a lot of stuff that I'm not going to look at. These ones are actually voiced, and honestly, the voice actor that does the codex entries here does a really, really good job. This whole section, again, I think is part of what endeared me so much to this game. The world building is really good, even in spots where maybe it's a little rough, but like, most of it's just exceptional. We're gonna go ahead and not read through all of those just yet. There are a lot that we get. I think at some point want to go through and listen to them. I will give my unsolicited commentary on those things, but we're gonna get into the game itself by walking down this hallway.
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
The Spectre, they're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
So I want to say it's E. Yeah.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Now, normally when I'm playing Paragon, I investigate this a whole lot, but we're playing Jerkbag Shepard, so I don't actually care what his opinion is.
Info's on a need-to-know basis, Presley. Just follow the orders you're given.
Understood, Commander.
Damn right.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
At least people still watch TV in the future. I did not want to try to shoot that person.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Marines are meant to fight. You just fix us up and we're done.
I know how things work, Commander. I've seen my share of combat, but it's foolish to go looking for trouble. You could both take a lesson from the captain. He's not afraid of combat, but he knows the value of restraint, too.
Sorry, Doc, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Do your job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Damn
Easy
right.
for you to say. You proved yourself on Torfin. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
This mission isn't about personal glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
You damn well better not.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah, Renegade feels very, like, no-nonsense, always like your mind's always on business and getting business done.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I'm a Marine, not some tourist on vacation.
Right.
It's more than just a tourist destination, isn't it, Shepard? Eden Prime is a symbol of your people. A perfect little world on the edges of your territory. Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Are you trying to scare me, Spectre?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
I don't like being kept in the dark, Captain.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
What else can you tell me?
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
So, interesting having, like, more than 3 options. And I'm kind of assuming that this is the Renegade option. Probably veers a lot into just, like, humanity fuck yeah territory, so...
We can handle this on our own.
Unless something goes wrong.
There's more, Shepard. Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
Since when do we answer to the Spectres?
You're smart enough to know how things work, Commander. The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
I was impressed when I studied the reports from Torfin. A grim business, but you got the job done. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
So, I would generally read these options, but the actual spoken dialogue is usually so far different from it that's kind of pointless too. That is one of the gripes that I have about this game and like future BioWare games is, you know, with it all being voiced, they do this a lot where you can say one thing and it says something very, very different, and it's like, well, that's not what I was going for. What the fuck, man? So, yeah, I probably won't, like, read out my dialogue options, you know, unless someone really wants me to. Not that they're terribly long.
I don't like people making decisions about my future.
This isn't about you, Shepard. Humanity needs this. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
I don't like putting my life in the hands of a Turian, sir.
Nihilus is on our side.
Okay.
He wants you in the Spectres, and he wants that beacon.
That's cool.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
The text that you're given and the spoken dialogue, not really lining up the way you expect them to.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
Okay. That's right. I need to turn on VSync. Hopefully that helps things a little better. I need to give him his points. Now, I generally don't use Caden in any of my playthroughs. But he's very handy right now because he has decryption and electronics, and we can usually open those up in time to be able to grab everything here that we might want. Also gonna get that first aid. Then Jenkins. Assault rifle skill. Given soldier skill. Health regeneration is pretty nice, honestly. Something that I always end up doing is toggling off the helmet. I like to see my characters, even though, you know, you want to keep your helmet on in these sorts of situations. We don't have an option to turn his helmet off. It's interesting. Go ahead and make a quick save.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Still a little bit of screen tearing, it looks like, but we'll deal with it.
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Unless that's another setting that I have to restart. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say that I have to restart it, so maybe it's just film grain. You know what? That might be part of it. Let's try turning that off. It's probably some sort of mod that I could put on here that would make things look a little bit nicer, but that's okay. It's an old game. First aid combat sensor. That's actually nice. Alright, so armor. So microprocessors wired into a combat suit commander. Vital functions and release small localized doses of metagel to accelerate the healing process. I have Did it? Quick. No. There we go. Okay, got a double click on it. Combat sensors. Some enemies use jamming technology to block your weapon radar. The combat scanner upgrade improves detection levels, making these enemies visible. Which is actually pretty handy. It is very interesting playing this on PC after having played a good bit of it on the PS3.
What happened here?
And yeah, Jenkins is from here, and a lot of Uncle Owens and Aunt Beru's here. Alright, put my gun away. Cute. Okay, cool. There's the kind of stink face. And there. Alright, so this is technically there's like dice rolling going on behind the scenes that impacts whether you actually get things or not. But obviously aiming helps a little bit.
Rip right through his shields. Never had a chance.
Leave him. We need to finish the mission.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Yeah, that's right on the ruthless. Alright, another one into intimidate. So, to unlock the lift, we have to get all the way to there and throw. Which is okay. So, throw lets you send force at people and basically like push people down. You can also like send them flying, basically. Warp is sort of a dot of sorts. Yeah, inflicts 6 damage to the target every second and lowers the target's damage protection by 50%, so dots, 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 dots. We're gonna go ahead and put one into row. Assault training. So assault training is one of those things that I never really liked that terribly much. Like, yeah, it does up your weapon damage. I don't really care about melee damage. But we do need to open up tactical armor because that allows us to then equip medium armor. So we'll burn a couple points. It does increase our damage, but it's just not a skill that I usually put points in. Anyway, that's all my points. Caden. Alright, we need to put one into decryption. I'm gonna go ahead and give him barrier because he seems to go down a lot, and barrier gives you a barrier to protect yourself. So hopefully he doesn't die all the time. We'll see. There's a reason I usually don't use it.
Hostile contact!
The cover portion is sometimes a little weird and sticky.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
I'm gonna keep doing that. E is the button we want, and we do not want to reduce to Omnijail. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to this user interface.
Take cover!
Honestly, it seems like Caden's actually keeping himself alive. Those are interesting critters. Usually by this time, when I was playing on PS3, Caden had taken about half his health in damage. So maybe the AI in the PC version is a little bit better. Alright. I know where a lot of these little, like, upgrade things are. I think that's all of them up here. So... Pink is an interesting choice for marine armor. I guess camouflage isn't really a thing in the future. I need my abilities. On a bar anywhere. Let's see here. Do I? Oh, that's interesting. Oops, not the journal. Codex. That has all the player tutorial stuff. Can I... Cargo bay resources. That's not really what I need. Also hold spacebar to pause the game and open up the tactics HUD. Okay. So. Alright, there's my... How do I... I have to figure out how to use the quick slots. I feel like those will be very helpful. Where's Ashley? Oh, there she is.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
I need a status report, now.
Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit.
I didn't really answer her.
We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
So... this one goes into the Paragon loop. I'm gonna assume that this one goes into the Renegade loop.
You just left the rest of your unit behind to die?
We held our position as long as we could. The Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
So I can tell her to stay here, and somehow that's the Renegade option?
Lieutenant Alenko and I will take care of this.
Let me come with you, ma'am. The Geth slaughtered my unit. Give me a chance to get even.
She knows the area, Commander, and we could use the extra firepower.
Just fine, come with us.
Just don't forget who's in charge.
Understood, Commander. You give the orders and I'll follow them.
Move out!
Got a pistol and armor-piercing rounds. Which I think the armor-piercing ones are good against, like, robotic enemies. Let's get these chests real quick.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Radioactive rounds and chemical rounds. Chemical rounds are the ones that I usually use. I got some armor, too. to... Yeah, that's some upgrades there. Oh, there's our camo. We do have some camo. I don't know that that camo really does a whole lot for us on this planet, but there is some camo. That is more damage, so... We got ammo. Alright, so armor-piercing rounds, specifically designed to puncture metal. These rounds are particularly effective against synthetic targets. Chemical rounds, popular with pirates, criminals, and mercenaries. These rounds are coated with highly toxic compound. Plus 30% toxic damage, 5 damage per second for 5 seconds. I usually end up defaulting to these. There are upgraded versions later in the game that do like different kinds of damage, but yeah, I usually end up going with these ones. Radioactive rounds. These rounds are stamped with a minuscule amount of radioactive material, inducing low levels of radiation sickness and targets. So you just kind of like polonium shot enemies. That feels like a war crime somehow. But also so does this, but we'll go ahead with that. We'll stick with that for right now. Oh, I need to turn off Ashley's helmet. Okay, she's got 4 points, so the health regen again is pretty handy, honestly. And she's mostly going to be using assault rifles, so we're going to give her that. And just for safe measure, we're going to go ahead and save. And let's go. That's me trying to strafe with the Q key, and that obviously did not work. You can also crouch, which does increase your accuracy a little bit. And also, like, you can get behind these things, which that was convenient. Also, the chemical rounds make people disintegrate into green goo, which, I don't know, there's something about that. I enjoy that very much in the Fallout games with energy weapons. Just end up turning people into piles of ash.
Negative contacts, Commander.
I do really enjoy the overheating mechanic on the weapons. I know a lot of people don't, but there's an in-universe reason for why you have like infinite ammo, so they gave a reason why you can't just, you know, like shoot your gun off non-stop, because if you just little bar, that's gonna end up overheating. And like, yeah, it's technically ammo, but it feels like it adds some like interesting gameplay options there, particularly for like the sniper rifle. Because you can really only get like... Wow, I can't even zoom with a sniper rifle because I don't have the skill. You can get like one shot off. If you go for 2, you're gonna overheat. Which sometimes, like... You kinda need to. You kinda need to because you need to take down that enemy, like, right away. So, I liked that mechanic. They ditched it in Mass Effect 2. I'm not gonna
This is the dig
go
site.
into my Mass Effect 2
The beacon was
spiel
right here. It
now.
must have been moved.
Maybe if I play
By who?
Mass Effect 2.
Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
I don't know why Ashley is behind me. There are weird little bugs in this game.
Let's get moving. Williams, where's the camp?
It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
She's supposed to be in front of me.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Assault rifle, shotgun, and another pistol. Oh, that leveled me up. Alright. Alright, we got all of our points into Intimidate now. I am going to go into pistols and Yeah, let's drop another one in there. Sooner we get through that, the better. Caden. We need to unlock electronics and unlock the electronics. Unlock and then unlock. Alright, Ashley though. Now her stuff actually is pretty useful. Like all the soldier kit is actually pretty useful. So let's give her that stuff. Equipment. I can eventually use shotguns. Yeah. I don't think I have anything I can really... I'm gonna take all of the upgrades right now. But I did get another... Yeah. We'll give her the better shotgun. Does more damage, it overheats quicker, but... I don't think the NPCs, your party members, ever cause their weapons to overheat. I think the only time that happens is there's a skill called sabotage that can overheat your weapons.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
Yeah.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive!
Speaking of ambush.
What did the Geth do to them?
So... Yeah. That one I'm pretty sure is purple. This interface is interesting. Let's push it. Yeah. Biotics are really powerful in this game. Alright. We got some Turian armor. We won't be using anytime soon. I think this is the third striker pistol that I've gotten. And a sniper. Not that I'm going to do anything with it. Got Quarian armor, alright. And another assault rifle. And a bunch of stuff that I can't really do anything with.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Alright. Let's see how this plays out. So on console, obviously, you have like your 4 face buttons, and that's how you do the little pattern to open this up. I don't remember what it is in the PC version, so... Oh. Oh, this is... Okay. This is different. Okay, but it doesn't lock me out, apparently. That's interesting. That is so much more interesting. Although, getting that lineup right is kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, I was right there. Okay, so it looks like you have, like, unlimited attempts. That's interesting. Getting it to circle around that thing is a little strange.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
How did you end up in this shed?
We hid here during the attack. They must have come here for the beacon. Luckily, it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Yeah, let's get some.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Okay. We're here for the beacons.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Okay. Seems like it's time to ask about the assistant and what's going on with him.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
So, if he can see into the future, like, why didn't he see the attack coming? Or did no one listen to him? This feels like a renegade option.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
This is
you
a renegade
cannot
option.
silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my God! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
Okay, I don't feel like any of these options are going to be Paragon options, so...
It was only a matter of time till he did something crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have
agrees.
kicked in.
Williams,
All right.
take us to the spaceport.
Good luck, Commander.
I cold-cocked your assistant, and you just agreed with it. I don't feel like I gave a very convincing argument there. I mean, he didn't really seem like dangerous, just, you know, ranting a little bit. But, hey, it's cool. I'm Commander Shepard.
Saren. Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
You know, at OBS, it looks like you're not getting the screen tearing, so maybe it's just my other monitor.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Very squid-like. I wonder if there's... Okay, hold up. Save. Because if there's unlimited attempts on decryption and electronics, then I don't really know what the Omnigel is for, because that's... I mean, aside from... There is another mechanic later on, your Mako, I think, you repair with Omnigel, but I know in the console versions, if you fail the decryption or electronics attempt, like, you get locked out and you have to crack it with Omnigel, and I'm curious if that's just not a thing. That was stupid of me. Wow, this minigame actually kind of sucks. Or maybe like later versions. Like
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone? Nobody moves a muscle until we know who you are.
Nice going, Cole. I told you we should have stayed hidden.
It's okay. We're all on the same side here. We're just farmers. We've been hiding ever since that ship first showed up.
Alright, let's ask about the ship.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
That really gave me a whole lot of useful information, so let's just...
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
I love some of the conversation ending comments that they give, because they're just so, like... They're so jarring, and, like, I have to go. Like... That There are more sensible ways to end that conversation, I feel like. No, I gotta go. I gotta go.
If there's something you're not telling me...
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
I feel like the practical option is like, what? But, again...
You greedy bastard. You weren't running for your life. You were running to check on your merchandise.
No, it's not like that. I just knew there were some packages here, something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Yeah, I think he's holding out.
I'm only gonna ask this once. Think long and hard before you lie to me again. Are you sure all you've got is one lousy pistol?
No, wait. I just remembered.
How convenient.
I just had it in my pocket. Might as well take that too. That's everything, really.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Would you rather be a snitch or a corpse?
Powell. His name's Powell.
No honor among thieves.
That's all I know, really. So let's try to keep things friendly from here on in, okay?
So, to be fair, Ashley, I did point a gun at him. I would probably give up the name, too. Especially if I am just a farmer.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Oh, nicer pistol. And a combat sensor. That is definitely an upgrade. Let's see here. Let's give her a combat sensor. And leave it empty. Oh, wait. Nope. Alright, that upgrade equipping menu is a little weird. Alright. There's stuff in here. Man, this is a weird little minigame. Okay. Well, that one locked me out. Guess we're not getting that stuff. So I guess decryption lets you just do it over and over again, but electronics doesn't? Or maybe the first two just kind of gave me... Honestly, kind of prefer the little rhythm game option in the console version.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
It's a dead body. Some metagel. Phasing rounds. And more chemical rounds. We're gonna prioritize myself. Alright, phasic rounds. Instead of projectiles, upgraded weapons release charged particle bolts that can bypass kinetic barrier shields. However, the actual damage done to the target is typically less than what's done by a standard round. I don't think I've ever actually used these things before. 30% less damage feels rough for just getting through a shield. So I feel like it's pretty easy to rip through shields, so... Anyway. We will probably be boring and default to the chemical rounds and then the upgraded versions of chemical rounds later on. They're just too
Turian? You know him?
He's a Spectre. He was with us on the Norm.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
I like the way you hid behind those crates during the fight. Really helped us out. Thanks a lot.
Me? But I'm just a dock worker. I don't even have a weapon. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
Like, what could I have actually expected him to do there?
What the hell are you talking about?
There were two Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Yeah, let's ask about that.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift.
Fair.
I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
I mean, you make me sick feels a little extreme. But, again, renegade option.
You ditch work, then you cower back here and do nothing while the Geth butcher everyone else.
I don't even have a gun. What was I supposed to do, run out there and die? I couldn't save them. Nobody could. It was horrible.
I mean, really, you gotta agree with the guy. Like, what is he going to do? He has no weapons. And they're fighting things that no one has seen in hundreds of years?
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Yeah, we don't care about that. Do you have
Anything
weapons?
hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Okay, so a little bit of a revision. He didn't have a gun, but he had grenades. Although I don't know how much training dock workers get with using grenades, so
Hand over those grenades. Now.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
See, like, the dialogue selection was you're pathetic. That had nothing that carried that across, so it feels kind of pointless to read these things because they're going to say something completely different. Sometimes.
Too many people died here for you to start jerking me around.
Okay, all right. There was something else. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
High explosive. Okay. Alright. What is going on here? There we go. Okay, so we're definitely getting some weird glitches. Can I equip what I just got from him first? Okay. So what I am getting from Renegade so far, 1, your mind is always on the mission and how to get it completed. 2, you really like to pull your gun out and threaten farmers and dock workers. So we'll see if we keep threatening defenseless manual laborers with our guns. But yeah, and entertaining so far. Alright, I think there's... I have played this opening mission so many times. I kind of have things like memorized where they're at. So this is a little nice because like some things are... That's a big boy. That's a big boy. Oh, he's already dead. Never mind. Alright. Yeah. I see the exploding barrel there. So again, usually by this time, playing... I think that was a rocket that I almost took to the face. There's a scrap. By this time. Playing on my PS3. Hayden would be dead already. Actually, sometimes pretty low. But they're doing pretty good. Honestly, doing pretty good. I think the AI in the PC port is a little better, which is nice. Because they are dumb as rocks in the PS3 version for some reason. So this is nice because there's definitely some differences between...
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Between like the console version and the PC version, there's definitely more enemies there, which is kind of nice. Again, I have played this opening mission I don't know how many times, so I kind of have things memorized where they're at. Having a little bit of a difference is nice. That's nice.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Really nice.
Hurry!
Like,
we need to find them all and shut them down.
It's an autosave. Because that was fun to deal with on the PS3. Full disclosure, the first time I ever played this game was on my Xbox 360. I feel like the 360 version isn't quite so rough as the PS3 version. I know the PS3 was like notoriously difficult to program because of the whole cell architecture that they had in it, which is kind of a like change. That I always show the face. It's cool. It's nice. Like the PS2 was, by all accounts, very easy to program for. Which is part of why I think there was just so much stuff made for it, which helped make it very popular. And the PS3, the cell architecture had a lot of very neat things about it, but also it was just weird. It was just weird architecture to program on from everything I remember hearing back in the day. Which is interesting. Like, nowadays, most consoles are basically just like PCs. And I mean, back in the day, obviously they're computer systems, but like they had their own unique architectures to them. It wasn't just, you know, we basically slapped an NVIDIA graphics card and saying that's what it's running off of. So things like that really did end up like impacting things a lot more. Get a lot of Turian armor. Which is kind of unfortunate because I don't think I'm going to use Garrus. I will say it's really entertaining sniping things because things are like so far away and they can't really react to you sniping them. In some places, I guess I should say. Okay, I think that's all the enemies. Let me go ahead and save. Oh, I leveled up, that's right. Call. So I think actually, as opposed to the recoil damper, I feel like the heatsink, I don't know if it makes much of a difference for a shotgun. We'll give it a shot. Alright, I don't need to put anything more into Intimidate. At least not yet. Yeah, we're just gonna pump it into that so we can at least open this stuff up. That's a lot of points to get to medium armor. I want to say the Infiltrator one, it's like much sooner in the skill trees, but whatevs, that's okay. Alright, let's give Caden some of his class abilities there. Although he's doing pretty good. Again, honestly really surprised because playing on the PS3, Caden went down like numerous times. Let's go ahead and save. I am not going to save scum for opening up chests and stuff. I could, but it's not really that important. I want to say the best armor and weapons are actually things you can buy endgame. It's been a while since I've actually played this and gotten to like endgame. We'll see why when we get to the exploration portion of this game, but I want to say the best stuff in the game isn't stuff that drops out of like chests and whatnot. I think it's stuff you can buy, which is kind of nice. So there's a lot of games that don't operate that way. I do remember the inventory system in the PC supposedly being a lot better than on console too. We'll find out soon enough. Okay. So anti-personnel, that's against like organic. Hammerhead I think adds more force onto the weapon. Or the bullet. Which I don't actually know what that does. I think you can knock down people. Like shotguns and sniper rifles. Alright, here's the beacon. Oh. That's a lot of lava. Okay, anyway.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Shepard! No, don't touch her. It's too dangerous.
Well, that was definitely Caden's fault.
We identified the ship that
Gratuitous
touched
just
down
shot.
on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Just that framing.
Doctor?
All that.
Dr. Chakwas.
It
I
was
think
very
she's waking
gratuitous,
up.
but eh. It was like the mid-2000s.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Yep, it was definitely your fault, Caden.
I expect better of you, Lieutenant. You endangered the entire mission.
Don't be so hard on him, Commander. We have no idea if that's what actually set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
Okay, see, not a local hospital I'd probably take very jokey, but it's not going to come off that way.
I don't suppose it occurred to you that Eden Prime has medical facilities.
Yeah.
Listen, you're better off in this infirmary than in any hospital on Eden Prime. Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
Just so nonchalant.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. in private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Okay. Feel like Renegade Shepard really doesn't feel bad about Jenkins, especially because I got, what was it, 3/4 of my team killed on Torfin. Probably don't care what happened to Williams. Would be pissed off about the Geth, though.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
Also, I don't know who our intelligence is. Like, we found out on our way that Eden Prime had been attacked, so, yeah.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
The Council can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
I won't let them blame me for losing the beacon. I didn't do anything wrong.
Caden did.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
I mean, he didn't really seem to be there because he hated humans, so... But let's follow up on that.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Well, there was definitely a vision.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I feel like our death is a little melodramatic, but...
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
They'll think I'm crazy.
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
I don't know if I've ever actually interacted with the Council enough to make this kind of a determination, but we roll with it.
When have they ever done anything for humanity?
If we expose Saren as a traitor, the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
Just gonna glide right
I'll
past
contact
that.
the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Alright. Let me go ahead. I need some water real quick, so I'm gonna pause for just a second. You can stare at my Shepard for a couple minutes here while I do that. And then we'll continue on into the Citadel. Okay, not quite a minute. And also I lied a little bit. I also needed a cookie. Okay. So, we're in the med bay here, obviously. I feel like Renegade Shepard doesn't really care about their crew that much, so...
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Just completely ignore that. I mean, Caden is the one that almost got me blown up, so... Lots of codex things. Talk to Presley.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
You know, I am reminded that talking to my crew probably gives me more Renegade conversation options. So let's go have a chat.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
You already told me that.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Yeah, this seems like what ruthless Shepard would say.
There's nothing we could have done to save him.
No, I know that, but I don't have to like it. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
So it sounds like Caden is very into politics.
There's something big coming. I don't want anyone messing it up. You read me, Lieutenant?
5 by 5, ma'am. Is there anything else before we head ashore?
Okay, so seem very ready to comply with that, and then I guess I'm gonna tell him to secure his mouth again.
Keep your concerns in check. You don't want to get a rep for questioning orders.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
So one of the things that's kind of nice about that is if you go the Paragon route, you just kind of walk straight into a romance with Caden. It's one of the things that actually kind of annoys me. It's very easy to fall into romances in this game without like intending to.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
What could I possibly ask about Caden from her?
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain.
Oh.
There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I mean, damn. I feel like that's something that I could potentially follow up with him about.
Goodbye, Commander.
To again get more Renegade points.
After what happened to Jenkins, the crew could use some good news. They'll be glad to hear you're okay.
Alright, so I'm very curious because it seems like they updated this in the port a little bit, but yeah.
You're not assigned to the ship.
Captain Anderson had me transferred to his command. Must have figured I knew what I was doing.
You have a problem with me, Chief?
You questioned my competence through the entire mission.
Best way to stop that is to show me you're competent. But I don't remember inviting you to come back to the ship with us.
You didn't. Captain Anderson did.
I need to go speak with Joker.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, the like kind of canned I have to go would have been perfect there. Alright, we are not Ashley's friend. I don't think we're gonna be like anyone's friend, unfortunately. But you know, again, I got 3/4 of my unit killed on Torfin. I don't think I really care about what the other people in my unit think of me. Just that they get the job done.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Man, Seth Green is a good voice actor.
Of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Really like the shape of the ships came from. Some of those ships that we passed by, I think, were Turian ships. They look kind of whale-like. I mean, I guess the very interesting shape for a spaceship. Halo.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Okay, the Council are kind of dicks.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the Council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres.
God, I hate
the mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Yeah, I can agree with that. They set up that character to be insufferable. Alright, so it was electronics that we think can like lock us out if we mess it up, not decryption. Let's see. Oh, bullshit. Okay, we can't just zoom through. Nope. I think the first two just kind of give you like multiple chances just so that you can get used to it. Yeah, I would actually rather the little rhythm game that's in the consoles than whatever the hell that is. Especially with how like touchy the like spinning your cursor around that circle is. Not a fan.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
There's gotta be a mod somewhere to like patch back in you know what, maybe if I actually played on like a controller, maybe it would give me the little Dance Dance Revolution mini game. Alright. We're going to the Citadel Tower to talk about Saren.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the Council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
I do actually really like Garrus as a character.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
I'm so sorry, Garrus.
Sounds like you came up empty.
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Again, you can't gauge what you're actually going to say based off of the little text option that they give you, so sometimes it seems really, like, you know, casual, not severe at all, and then it's basically like the Glassum situation from Wolf Among Us, which admittedly, like, should not have confused people. I feel like, admittedly, it did kind of confuse me, but, like, in retrospect, should have seen that coming.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
Alright, not to get into too much, but, like, they're gonna ignore the testimony of an eyewitness because he was traumatized? Like, how would that dock worker even know who Saren is? Like, the fact that he knows Saren's name alone, given what the Spectres seem to be like, you would feel like that would give it a little bit more credence, but, you know, whatever. We wouldn't have the beginnings of our plot here if the Council was sensible.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
You can expect me to kill you the next time we meet.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony? I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Why is he a giant hologram? Like, why? Any guest to those meetings is just a giant hologram? It feels weird.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Yeah, very good question. How do you know Saren?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Well, the Council won't help us.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
The fact they don't have any shadows underneath them does kind of make them look a little floaty in the scene there. You know, I don't actually want to say this because I don't even know him. I feel like he could be useful.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Okay, well, let's try this again.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Well, yeah, no, this feels like the renegade option here.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
None of these really seem like things that Renegade Shepard would really be all that terribly interested in. We can come back and talk to him if we want to get some
I should go.
info.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the Ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Honestly, part of me wants to really like beeline to the point where we can start zipping around the galaxy. So that's where the game really opens up.
That guy's up to something.
What guy?
The one over by the Keeper.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the keep...
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
All right. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
He changed his mind awfully quick there.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I can help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Do the keepers have green boxers? Because it looks like they have green boxers. Green boxers and a little radio backpack. Alright. I know that there's a couple keepers around here, actually.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants.
There's one. Yeah, they have like a little radio backpack and like a visibility vest. And green boxers. That is a look.
No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
If I remember right, there's another one that's up here somewhere. Yeah. Cool. Now that gives us a whole lot of like money and experience, but every little bit counts. Who is stuck? Caden, of course. Although the pathing again, like, I feel like I'm a broken record here. The PC port, like, there's some weird things about it.
But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
But that's just it. I'm hearing it everywhere. It's not just isolated rumors.
Do you really think Saren could be involved in something like that without the Council knowing it?
Maybe the Council does know. Everyone already assumes he's just doing their dirty work.
That's dangerous talk. I'd be careful who you mention that to.
I know. But if it's true, shouldn't we be doing something about it?
No. And I'll thank you to keep me out of it if you do.
Feels ballsy to be talking about that right here in basically the council chambers. Alright. I think what we'll do is focus on this main mission for right now. And once we've got that actually done, kind of this little like intro portion of the game set and ready to go, and can start like exploring the galaxy, then we'll start heading up all the side quests. Except for the Keeper Collection.
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they'd take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Yeah, some of the, like, dialogue audio is really low.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Huh.
Oh yeah, you can actually...
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
You know, art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
Why? Looks very Halo. Like Halo logo. Halo 2 logo, maybe? Halo 3 logo? I don't know. This is over where Barlow Bog is. this guy hanging out next to where the information dealer is?
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. You were at Torfan, correct? You led the final assault against the enemy base, if memory serves.
I don't like strangers keeping tabs on me.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
I appreciate the alien design in this game. There's a lot of very neat design. Like, you know, the Asari are kind of just like blue space women, like you've got in Star Trek and whatnot. But the Volus and the Elcor, even, well, the Hanar are kind of interesting. They basically are just jellyfish, but a lot of effort that went into the world building in this game, which I really do appreciate.
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I need that information. Now.
Threats don't work on me, Commander. This information is worth a small fortune. But this is an unusual situation, so I am going to let you have it for free.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business, until Saren turned on him.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of renegade options where I'm like, you know, there's really no reason for the person, the NPC, to continue working with me, and that's kind of one of them. Like, why would you threaten an information dealer? Like, of all people. That seems like a very stupid thing to do, but yeah.
Saren betrayed him. Imagine that.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
How do I find him?
I heard he was paying Citadel security a visit. If you hurry, you can probably catch him before he leaves the C-Sec Academy.
Thanks for the info.
My pleasure, Commander.
You know, aside from threatening you. There's a keeper back here. I feel like I'm making a walkthrough. And then you come back here, and there's a keeper. You'll want to scan that to advance that quest. There's the Hanar. Which really do look like jellyfish, with like the Manowar jellyfish. They're interesting. Their personalities are pretty interesting. I don't think you run across very many of them in this game. Another keeper. Getting codex entries.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
So if you keep interrupting them, will they just like create a pile of deactivated keepers? Like, it seems messy. Do keepers come and clean up the deactivated keepers? Is that how you prevent a corpse wall of keepers? C-Sec so we can talk to the Krogan.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
It was actually one of my favorite characters. I do actually like a lot of the characters in this game, except for Caden. But most of the characters have something pretty interesting going on. Even Ashley, I know the first time that I played this game, I didn't really talk to her all that much, but
in light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Yeah, I have on subsequent playthroughs talked to Ashley a little bit more. And she's interesting as a character. Just kind of, at least as far as I've gotten, you know, what she is, the kind of character that she is, not really something that I expected out of a game like this. So, there's the Krogan there.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Wizard John Goodman.
Go on. Get out of here.
Yes, human.
I'm trying to bring down Saren. Barlavon said to talk to you.
Barlavon is a wise man. We may share a common goal, human.
Spit it out, or are you trying to build suspense?
I like you, Shepard.
That's why I like it.
I've been hired to kill the owner of Cora's Den, a man named Fist. He did something very foolish.
He betrayed the Shadow Broker.
A Quarian showed up here on the Citadel. She was on the run. She wanted to trade information for a safe place to hide, so she went to Fist. He promised to arrange a meeting between her and the Shadow Broker. Instead, he contacted Saren.
What does Saren have to do with this?
Well, the Quarian has something that connects Saren to the Geth. He paid Fist a small fortune for her.
If we get our hands on that evidence, we can prove that Saren's a traitor. And the Council will have to listen to us.
Where's the Quarian now?
Last I heard, Fist still had her. Probably somewhere inside his club. You help me kill Fist, she's all yours.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
What about Garrus, that Turian? He wants to take Saren down too.
Not that I'm gonna use Garrus, but I do want to get the full.
You might come in handy.
He was here just before you showed up. Said he was going to follow up a lead on his investigation. Wanted to speak to the doctor at the med clinic.
Move out.
Alright, yeah. We're gonna take Rex. And I do actually need to take Caden. Because he has my electronics and decryption right now. Oh, I leveled up. Okay, cool. Alright, I should probably put some points into this. Primarily so, I don't die. Unfortunately, this is one of those games where if you go down, it's just game over. Your squad mates can't res you, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, whatevs. Put one into first aid, and one into rogue. And then Rex. Alright. So, he is similar to the class that I am, but he does have some differences, like having assault rifles, which we need to put some points into, because that's his main thing. can also equip heavy armor, which is also good. So that. Let's put it into here. Yeah, he also gets like a regeneration, health regen ability, kind of like soldiers get, which is pretty nice. Do I have a better? Oh yeah, I do. I don't really have great mods for him right now, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't think I've got any. Right. That's interesting. Okay, medical facility, which I think is down this way. Actually, wait. There are keepers here. There's also a bunch of like codex entries I can get here, so.
Okay, Julie. Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Shorb, he's threatened.
Jordan.
Well, no, not exactly.
I know
but he
that
wants
name.
to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
And why do you think that?
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Then I've got other work to do.
But...
But nothing. Don't bother me unless you're willing to give me details.
Fair.
Hey there! Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
Okay, if I take the renegade option, am I just not gonna get the side quest?
I think I'll be going.
Oh, alright then.
Okay.
Oh, it's you again. They still won't believe me, you know. Nobody believes me.
What won't anybody believe?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Yeah, sure.
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban? That's the guy who asked us to scan the Keepers.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
Okay, well, I did agree to do that, so I can't really call him a bastard, but...
If I find out he's lied to me...
Okay, that's better.
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
I mean, he did tell me that they're not supposed to mess with the Keepers, so I don't think he lied to me. I don't think that counts. Anyway, Keeper. And a codex entry, and a codex entry, and a codex entry, and a codex entry. There's one more back here. Yep. I think that's all of them. Experience for clicking on things. I'll read them at some point. I have like 3-hour stream of just going through the codex. There's a lot of stuff in there. It is basically like a settings Bible. Which is, honestly, I mean, I dig it. I dig it. I don't need to talk to a Requisition officer right now. But yeah, I know that they put out like an art book. I don't know if they put any of those like codex entries in there as like part of, you know, the art book materials. But I would absolutely love other games to have something like that. Especially the voiced entries. The voiced entries are nice. Just listening to elevator music. Do elevators have music in them anymore? I feel like it's been a long time since I've been in an elevator that has had actual music in it. Is that something that's like gone by the wayside? Is the phrase gone by the wayside something that has gone by the wayside? I don't know the last time I heard someone use that phrase, actually. Hi, I read a lot of books, and have read a lot of books, and have picked up all kinds of weird phrases from them. Sometimes I sound like an old person, or at least someone from a different century.
Don't kid yourself. It's even bigger than it looks.
Oh, really?
I got a tour. One of 500 to see the
Oh, he's talking about the ship.
Inside out.
Really?
That is a nice view. Yeah, that is a nice view. That is a humongous ship. Alright, this is the med clinic.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear!
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or... Who are you?
Let her go.
How did he get in here without being seen?
Ah!
Did he like chicken walk his way through the Oh. Where's my grenade button? Hold up. What is my grenade button? Zoom in. F is first aid. R. R for grenade. Alright, cool. Good shot. Are you really just gonna stand back there? Alright. We haven't actually used a lot of our abilities, so let's warp it. Again, chemical rounds for the win.
Perfect timing, Shepard.
Should not have
Gave
said
me a
that.
clear shot at that bastard.
You took him down clean.
Sometimes you get lucky. Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up. Keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
The one I told you about, Shepard.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
Fist is going to be waiting for us. When we hit him, we better hit him hard.
Alright, we're gonna take Rex. think we will take Garrus. Oh, I need to level him up. Assault rifles. That feels good. His actual class abilities are pretty decent. I don't have access to electronics, hopefully I don't need that. Alright, sabotage. That's the thing that lets you overheat weapons, which is actually pretty nice. Yeah, let's... Can you use... Ah, yeah, you can use medium armor. Let's get your equipment set up too. These ones that... Oh, okay. Again, this UI is a little strange. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Hammerhead rounds probably aren't gonna do a whole heck of a lot. Okay, well that armor just seems to suck. Get 21 more shields for 3 less damage protection and no tech or biotic protection, so we're gonna omni-gel that one. So no, that'd be better once I can actually use medium armor. It does get rid of all my tech and biotic protection though, but that's okay. Let's save. I do not save nearly as often as I probably should. And yes, that has bitten me in the ass before. Nothing like dying to something dumb and having to replay a whole hour-long section. Alright, we need to go to...
Commander Shepard? I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
Okay, so we can't choose the renegade options for these side quests, otherwise we can't accept the side quest. Neutral options
What do you need?
it is.
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Yeah, why not?
No promises, but if I find anything relating to your case, I'll inform you.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
It is interesting how all the, like, women NPCs are in dresses here. Like, I guess that's just the style on the Citadel. Science officers, like the researcher lady back on Eden Prime and Dr. Chakwas, they have pants. So pants haven't been outlawed, at least. I mean, I have pants, but I'm wearing armor. Den is over here. I mean, seriously, that was like a 1 second delay for... looks like those decals that, like, those old mud flaps or trucker decals used to have.
Looks like it's shut down.
This knows we're coming.
Yeah. How? Become goo.
I'm on it! I'm on it! Hold the line!
Yeah, this actually feels easier than playing on PS3. the AI being like a little bit more
Locked and loaded.
advanced.
Locked
I
and
don't
loaded.
think advanced is even right for time.
Locked and loaded.
I need to put some points into that. That warp is not doing a whole lot of damage. I can see you. Get dude. It shouldn't be as enjoyable as it is.
Clear.
And yet it is.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
I just killed 50 bodyguards to get in here. What do you think I'll do to you?
I don't think it was that many.
Well, screw Fist. He doesn't pay us enough for this.
It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
I mean, it probably would have actually been quicker. Okay, this is real sensitive to when it touches those things. Alright, I just got a new assault rifle. I feel like, yeah.
I surrender.
Tell me where the Quarian is, and I won't have to shoot you in the kneecaps.
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here. Said you'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
He's got a very, like, original Doom guy shaped head.
Tell me where that meeting is before I blow your lying head off.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
So you do know where to find the Quarian.
What are you doing?
The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
A lot of people died because of him. He had it coming. Now let's move. We have to save that Quarian.
First, this. I don't like this. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that hacking minigame. I don't remember playing this enough to remember that. Like, alright.
Locked and loaded.
Now it gets fun.
Enemies everywhere!
I mean, we're really not everywhere. We're really just in a hallway.
Perimeter clear.
Like, if I could actually flank in some way, shape, or form, enemy is everywhere would actually kind of make sense, but no, I'm literally just exiting out of a hallway, my guy.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
Enemy sighted.
I did not mean to holster my weapon there. Get thrown, bitch.
Fist set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
I don't want to be rude to Tally.
Don't worry about Fist. He got what was coming to him.
Then I guess there are two things I need to thank you for. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many... Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
This Quarian can help us bring down Saren. I would have told you that if you hadn't jumped down my throat.
I apologize, Commander. This whole thing with Saren has me a bit on edge. Maybe we should just start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
Okay, we'll be a little rude to Tally.
Where's the proof you promised?
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
I do like the Omni tool.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
That doesn't really seem like the most important thing there.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, The pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
They won't believe you anyway. Just keep them out of this.
We have to tell them. Even if they don't believe anything else, this proves Saren is a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
Yeah,
what about her? The Quarian.
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
Yeah, no, I am absolutely bringing her along.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Okay, so... I can actually do a pretty balanced team here. I actually don't know how important it is to be like a perfectly balanced team. I think the first time that I played through, when I was playing Infiltrator, it was what, like, that's like half combat, half tech. And I think I ended up having Liara and Tali on my team, and I got through the game fine, so like, eh. But that's a nice even split. And I do like both of those characters, so. Got to level her up, and myself, apparently. There's my shield boost. That is actually... I'm gonna put a point there. That shield boost is actually pretty useful. I don't feel like I really need a beeline to heavy armor. So... That's right, I was gonna put points in the warp. That's okay. Let's give him warp. And Tali. Okay. So, she is going to be our main decryption and electronics person. Put a couple points into that. That way she can do some damage with her pistol. We'll put 2 each into the decryption and electronics. And then, honestly, this one, because this gives her, like, kind of insane shields. So, yeah. I did actually get... Oh, already getting level 3 stuff. Okay. Did get a new kind of armor for her. Is it better? 6 additional shields for that kind of drop in tech and biotic protection. It's so weird to me, like, there are weapons that definitely... Weapons and armor, it feels like, that are just, like, strictly better than other options that are out there. And I'm not really sure... Like, I'm just not evaluating them well. Or what. But it does seem a little strange. Oh. Can I attempt again? I guess so. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Row cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Okay, so maybe attempting again has a cooldown on it? Did I just burn through all of them on the first 2? Like the first 2 decryption things that I ran across?
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
Sure can't. We gotta get to the council chambers.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarian's evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
I guess they don't have, like, AI voice duplicating in the future, which is kind of nice to know.
She must be working with the Geth, too.
Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull...
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
Kind of redeemed him a little bit.
It's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
It was a Turian Spectre who betrayed this council, and it was a human who exposed him. I have earned this.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
Do you think that's like a speech that they give every time they induct a Spectre? That feels a little weird to be just like off the cuff.
I've been ready for this since Eden Prime.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
I'll find him.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I feel like my posture isn't great there.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
I mean, admittedly, like, he did kind of redeem himself a little bit there, but not enough. Alright. So the Spectre training gives you a whole bunch of useful stuff. Increases the damage and duration of all your powers and attacks by 1%, increases health by 5%, increases maximum accuracy by 2%, regenerate an extra 0.4% accuracy per second. Which is kind of weird, but I do think we need... Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so when I sell stuff, I get more money. If I went Paragon, I would actually get a discount. I think the discount's actually, like, more helpful. If I remember right, a lot of the stuff doesn't really, like, sell for a whole lot of money in the first place anyway, so... I do want to get the medium armor, so I'm going to put one into there. And we're going to put one into Spectre training. I'm going to actually max out his class abilities. Same for her. And yeah, let's put some into basic armor so we can open up first aid. That way we have that skill. Like, you can still use Metagel, I think, but you get better health return, obviously. Okay. We are now a Spectre. That feels very much like the beginning of the game, kind of the whole, like, intro section. I think that's a good place to call it. We're at about 3 hours. Good first stream. This isn't a super long game, especially if you don't, like, you know, go for all of the side quests and all of the planet exploration, which I will probably be doing. By that I mean I will be doing all the side quests and planet exploration. I really enjoy the, like, exploration portions of this game in general. I know the Mako isn't, like, everyone's favorite thing, but going to all the different systems and, like, reading about the planets is just, I don't know, that scratches my brain in such a pleasant way. So we're gonna go ahead and save it here and call it for this stream. I'll probably stream again sometime this weekend. Continue on with this game, unless I'm feeling particularly motivated to play something else, but I do like this game. I like this game quite a lot. It's one of my favorite games, honestly. I don't know how many times I've, like, replayed it, played all the way through it. But yeah, this is a special one. I've been thinking about other games I wanted to play. I know I've mentioned, like, War for the Overworld, which I think would be a fun one to play on stream. Half-Life and Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2 is one of my just absolute favorite games, and that game really does hold up even to today. I absolutely love the Borderlands games, so I might play those on stream. I've played through, I think, all of them except for the most recent Tales, and, well, actually, yeah, the most recent Tales, the, like, full standalone Tiny Tina game, and Borderlands 4. Um, but I have played through and enjoyed all the other like Borderlands games that are out there. So yeah, I think we'll call it there. And it's gonna show. Let's go back to that image. Yeah, I'll probably drop a post when I end up deciding to stream again, unless I just kind of impromptu do it. And we'll go from there. I appreciate anyone that happens to come by and watch these. Again, this is something that I want to continue doing, continue getting better at. Hopefully I can get my drawing skills a little bit more up to snuff. Although my very horrible thumbnail that I drew in GIMP actually, it has its charm. It has its charm. So, yeah, thank you all so much. As always, you know, wherever you are, I do hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye bye. I really need an end of stream screen. Oh well.